Hi everyone. Okay, so today it's my, I don't know, like fifth day in South Korea, and I want to do a vlog on my initial impressions so that I can look back later and be like, wow, I thought that was weird. Okay, so I made a list. Um, my first impression was I'm from Louisiana, where we have no hills, no mountains, nothing. We have swamps. If anything, it goes in as opposed to up. And so when I first flew over South Korea, I noticed that there are tons of mountains, and I think that it's gorgeous. You can even see out my window over here. I have a view of the mountains, which is amazing, and I think it's gorgeous. So that's my first impression. My second, very quickly, also is I arrived at about 5 o'clock p.m. and that's when all the neon lights are starting to come on. So I noticed that there are tons and tons and tons of neon lights. Korea absolutely like glows at night, especially on the ground floor. When you get higher up, there aren't so many neon lights, like the higher up levels, like fifth story, not so much. But the ground floor, like beaming at you neon lights, which is insane. And I also thought, oh my god, I need to learn Hangul because everything's in Hangul. With the exception, if you look at, I obviously had to do some shopping, and so I would buy these products. Actually, let me go get one. So, for example, I had to buy some dishwashing detergent so that I can do my dishes. And I was looking at all this stuff, and all Korean products, they're definitely English kind of friendly, but just enough so that you can get the general gist of what the product is and no more. So, for example, this is some dishwashing liquid, and if you look really close on it, it says premium detergent for dishwashing, and that's it. That's all. That's all it says in English, and the rest is all in Hangul in Korean. And so I just kind of have to take its word for it. And so I bought it because it was kind of cheap. And oh, and things are in bags. Like you'd never see this in Louisiana. That lots of things like my clothing detergent is also in a bag like this. So a lot of stuff are in bags. And oh, okay. So a lot of the stores, since Korea doesn't have a lot of space, are built up. So it'll be like ground floor electronics shop, and then second floor is, I don't know, music store, and then up and up and up. And so they'll have advertisements for these upper story stores, but I have no idea how to get to them. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, there will be an obvious outside staircase that leads up to it, but usually it's just like, there's something upstairs, and I have no idea how to get into it. I guess you would assume you have to walk into the store on the ground floor to get up to it, but I haven't really gone hunting yet to figure out how. Um, let's see. The next thing I noticed is that public transportation is awesome. So cool. I have a card that I got on my little temporary phone, which Corvia Consulting gave me because that's my recruiting company. And I bought this little card thing, and all I have to do is walk onto a bus or the subway, and I just like swipe it, and it tells me how much I have left on my card, and then it says how much it cost me. For the subway, it's $1.50. I'm sorry, 1,051, or 1,501, something like that. Whatever. And then for the bus, it's 1,001. So that's literally like less than $1 to hop on the bus to my school and then back if I wanted to. Although my school's close enough that I can walk. But I mean, that's really cool, and I really like it. Okay, Korea. There are mirrors everywhere. Like if you're in the elevator, there's a mirror. If you're walking through the subway, there's a mirror. If you're going shopping, there are reflective surfaces that like all show your reflection. I mean, just and Korean people are not shy about checking their appearance. Like they will turn around and you're in a crowded elevator, and they will turn around and just like they will primp, they will make faces at themselves. It is hilarious, and it's nothing. Everybody in America is vain too, but we kind of like hide it. And oh no, I didn't put any effort in this morning. I look terrible. We pretend. Not in Korea. They are blatantly interested in how they look, and I think it's so funny. Okay, so being from Louisiana, my next point is Korean food is not as spicy as they seem to think it is, or at least it's not to me. I was raised on Cajun cooking. When I was a kid, I didn't like spicy foods, but a lot of kids don't. But now I really appreciate it, and so I'm used to gumbos and jambalayas and things like that. And so I got here, and everybody's like, "Oh, are you sure?" Like waitresses will come back and be like, "Spicy, spicy. Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll be fine," you know. And they come, they bring the dish. Yesterday I had a spicy octopus dish with some rice and stuff, and it was amazing. It was delicious. It was just spicy enough so that you could like really feel the spice, and it was kind of a building spice. But at the same time, it wasn't so spicy that you couldn't taste the rest of the food that's in it. Because I don't like that kind of spice when they're literally just trying to stab you with pain. They're like, this is habanero plus ghost pepper plus ha 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 ha, you're gonna cry tonight. No, like it's just enough so that your nose starts running and you're like, can I have a tissue? But at the same time, it's really good and it's really delicious, and I really enjoy it. So my co-teacher was really impressed that I can handle the spice. My other teachers were really impressed. And I think the waitress yesterday was very relieved that I wasn't, I don't know, in pain. But yeah, it's not that bad compared to some other stuff that I've had. Okay, so I have two last things that I want to say because this video is getting kind of long. One is that shop owners leave like valuable stuff outside on like little racks and stuff, and we're not talking, oh, this is my $1 book that I'm trying to get away from my storage room. No, like we're talking nice products. They will just leave outside on racks and stuff, and people will pay for them. In the States, like maybe in Portland you can get away with that, but anything else would get stolen. No questions asked. It would disappear. Um, but here they're not worried about it at all. And my last point is that if it can be sold, it will be sold outside in a street alley. Like yesterday, it was gross outside. It was drizzling, and sometimes it was raining, and it was just cold. Bleh. And when I was leaving my school, I noticed that a guy had set up shop right outside of the middle school that's right next to my school, and he was selling wooden furniture. Like we're talking like footstools and a few nice wooden tables, like big wooden tables, and he was like mopping them to get the rainwater off of them. But he hadn't been there that morning. He's probably not there today, but he was out there in the middle of the rain selling this like really nice wooden furniture, and it just made me laugh because that they do it all the time. People just hop on these, like they put their stuff in carts and they'll bike around and they'll just set up shop in random places, and they'll sell clothing, food, furniture. I mean, just you can think of it, you could probably find it in a side street. So that's my initial impressions. And I'll probably do more videos as the time comes along, but that is it for now. So, bye.